We're about to start, and we have started. Good evening, everyone. Um, I would like to welcome you to this live webinar. And before we proceed, um, I would like to welcome every one of us once again to this webinar. So I'll open the floor with Rita's speech. Rita, please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this life-changing opportunity. It's so good to have you here. And if you're here today, rest assured that you are here and things are going to change for the better for you. Actually, it's an awesome opportunity in the sense that so many lives have been changed. So many lives have been changed. I'll use myself as an example. I use myself as an example. If you can see and hear me, can you type yes in the comment section? Type yes in the comment section if you can see and hear me. Yes, can you see and hear me? Oh, okay, great, 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 awesome. Um, I'll use myself as an example. Before now, I'll say that I didn't really have a specific purpose, a specific reason to say, oh, this is what I am doing with my life. Yes, I did study. I went to the university. I studied accounting, yes. But I can tell you that it wasn't my calling. But yes, I did it and I came out in flying colors. Yes, it wasn't my calling until I always had this thing that this is something that I can do. This is something I feel I can do, but I'm not really, 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 really on that right path. Lo and behold, I became opportuned and I met with virtual earners. God bless the day I was introduced to virtual earners. And that was when I began to see things changing for my life. I went through the training. Wow, it was an explicit training. It was a wonderful training, well packaged, a very well packaged training. And after that training, my life changed for the better. You know why virtual learners is interesting? After the training, you get introduced to a client, if you know what I mean. If I'm dishing out value, please type value, type value, type value in the comment section. Type value in the comment section. After the training, you get to work with a client. The virtual earners community provide the clients for you with the clients that they have, the clients that they have outsourced. After the training and you are qualified and you come out in flying colors, because of course, yes, you have to come out in flying colors. And this is what I did. This is what I did. And lo and behold, hmm, you don't want to hear my story. I feel like crying. You know, I can tell you that I was someone, I stopped working because of marriage, yeah. I know so many of you can relate to that, yes. And then, for a long time, I was doing nothing until I came across virtual earners. I went through this training, which I don't regret I did. I went through the training, and right now, God has done it. And right now, I can tell you that I am earning in dollars. Okay, I won't speak further. I just want you to have an insight of what this webinar is all about. After the training, I got connected to a client, and then I was working as an executive assistant and I was earning in dollars. I don't earn anything less than $1,000 every month for working as an executive assistant. So I want you to calm down. I'm going to be calling upon the CEO of Virtualeners. I'm sure you want to meet him. I'm going to be calling upon the CEO of Virtualeners to come and dish out value, heavy value to us. If you know you are here and you are here and you know that you are here and you want to receive this value, I want you to type value in the comment section. and you really want to receive value today, type value in the comment section. Come on. Value, value, value. Yes. Yes, I can see Ken. Value, yeah. Are we here at all? Okay. Oh yes, Shabi. Yes, I can see you. Zaydat. David, yes, I can see you. Yes, so you're really getting the value, and you're going to get more value for today. Okay. So right about now, I'll be introducing you to the CEO of Virtual Learners, who's going to dish out heavy and great value to us this evening. I want you to go to the comment section and type welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. He is a great man that has come up with this wonderful initiative, and he has used it to raise so many people from grass to grace. I want you to go to the comment section and type your welcome, sir, as I welcome the CEO of Virtual Learners, Mr. David Olatunji. Welcome, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Rita. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Thank you, everyone, for joining this webinar. This webinar promises to be, thank you, Femi, Mr. Femi. So this webinar promises to be enlightening as much as also it promises to express everything you need to know. All right, everything you need to know. So quickly, I'll be sharing my screen. Sorry, I'll be sharing my screen right quickly. Am I seeing that clearly? Okay, yes. I'll be sharing my screen, and so would proceed. If you can see my screen, just tell me I see you. Just go to the comment section and type it there that I can see your screen. We have quite a lot to talk about today, and I won't be leaving this space until I am done. And one of the things that I promise to do for us is that at the end of this webinar, you would be confident enough. You'll be confident enough to know what you want to do, why you want to do it, and most especially, you'll be able to land your dream remote job, all right? Your dream remote jobs, all right? So quickly, this is what you're going to be expecting from today's webinar. First, I would like to say thank you for joining us. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. We would not be having this webinar without you guys on board. So back to the discussion. Yes, things to expect after this webinar. Number one, you would gain clarity. On how you can attract your dream remote jobs, right? And before that, you would also get to understand what remote jobs are. For those that don't know about remote jobs, how you can position yourself well enough to land yourself a remote job. And I did not include that as part of the slide because I want to really pour it out from experience. So you'll gain clarity as well on who a virtual assistant is, and why you should become a virtual assistant, how you can become a virtual assistant, how you can find clients as a virtual assistant. So in this webinar, we will discuss all of these extensively. And if you would like to know who I am, this is who I am, and this is why you should listen to me. My name is David Adetunji, and I have been working remotely for 4 years now and counting. Yes, I've been working remotely 4 years now and counting. And I started my remote career path as a data entry clerk. Don't laugh. Okay, just give me a minute here. Okay. Yeah, I started my career path as a data entry clerk, and I was imputing data for this company. There was this particular company that hired us then back when I was in school. I finished from University of Ilorin. I studied industrial chemistry, and so during our breaks, those times, I've always loved to hustle and the likes like that. And so I was working for this company that had the direct access to imputing WAEC results. So I was doing that, and believe you me, I did not know what I was doing at that time. And that was as way back as 2012. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that okay, we get to work, they give us the laptops, and we impute data from a hard from a what's it called, from the paper, we digitize it into a database. And so we're doing that. Then after a while, after I finished school and all, there was a long break trying to touch a lot of physical hustles. I did around manufacturing of creams, of cosmetics, and I did cosmetology in school also. So it was part of what I was quite good at doing. Then the idea came on me that I need time for myself. I need time for myself. There are a lot of things that I love to do, and I don't have time doing them after I've made productions. Okay, for an average production of any product, it should take you nothing less than 3 hours to produce. For packaging and everything, depending on the quantity, you should have about 6 to 7 hours of packaging and production. And I did not have that time to waste. So I ventured into remote job, into working remotely as a novice. I didn't know jack. I mean jack. The only thing I had as an experience was, or the only thing I had as that was a driving force for me, was just my writing passion. And yes, I know how to type. I know how to type really quite fast. So what I started off was, I just rallied around on different social media, on Facebook, on different freelancing platforms, on Fiverr then, and I was just looking for gigs, There was this website, there was this platform, 24/7, 24-hour freelancers. I joined 24-hour freelancers, I joined freelancer.com. I was just trying a whole lot of things, and what I basically focused on was graphic designs. I had no knowledge about graphic designs. I did not have the skill. I did not know anything about graphic designs. So what I did was that when a client reaches out to me that, oh, can you design a logo? I'll do, yeah. Okay, show me a logo that you've done before. I would rush to meet a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. His name is James, and he's a graphic designer. So I'll just reach out to him, give me your designs, give me your past designs. So he will give it to me, and I'll show them, oh, see. And they'll be like, oh, it's good, okay, do something for us. Then I collect the contract. Then I would collect as low as $20, as low as $5. And $5 as far back as 2019 should be around 250 300 per dollar, 250 300 or 350 per naira, $1 to per naira then. So collecting $5 is just about collecting 1,050 naira, or collecting $20 is about what's the price now, 7,000 thereabout. So I'll just collect it like that. There are some times that I'll just tell my friend, do, if I get a $5 job, I'll just tell him, okay, do it. Then once it's done, I'll be like, okay, we'll share this thing. If we take 60, I'll take 40. So I was always like a middleman graphic designer then, because I knew how to talk my way around telling them, oh, we can do this, we'll do this for you, like a salesperson. So I would outsource it to the best graphic designer that I knew then. So after a while, I saw that this wasn't really the whole deal. It wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, I don't know if any of you had ventured into working remotely. If you ventured into working remotely, say I am. If you are a newbie, okay, let's put it in categories. If you are a newbie, just type it, I'm a newbie. If you've started your virtual assistant role, or if you've started working remotely maybe for like a year to 3 years, you can class yourself as a middle level experienced remote worker. So let's do that very quick. Let me see the live chat. Although I promise not to move from here. Okay, a newbie, you're welcome to the space. Who else again? Who else again? Let me see. Okay, another newbie, a newbie. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, what I was doing then, I didn't really get much money from it. So I felt, what is the next thing? What is the next wave? Like, what is cashing out now? What is cashing out now? Then I went online and I saw a lot of people posting about content writing, copywriting, content writing, copywriting. And I was like, oh, what's this content writing about? What do they do? What do they do? So I searched and I saw, okay, you just have to write something that catches the audience. Oh, is it that I can tell stories now? So immediately I just jumped into it. Remember, there was no training, there was no experience, no nothing. So I just jumped into it and I started reaching out to people. Oh, I can help you write your blog post, I can help you do your articles and the likes like that. I didn't know jack, as always. So what I did was, when I get those once I get those contracts like that, I would go and look for someone else that is quite good at it and bargain and tell him, oh, me, I'm just entering, oh, and I need money. You have been making money. We share this thing 60-40. I brought the contract, I'll take 40. You did the work, I'll take 60. You take 60. And so it was always like that till once the content writer gives me the assignment, I'll read through it. It will make a lot of sense. There was a time I was like, I can write this thing myself too, Jerry. So I started into content writing. Then I started learning the idea about copywriting, getting to know what it means, and trust me, it is broad. It is broad. When I mean broad, copywriting is broad. And so within that space, it was within the space of 3 months, I was able to work with two clients, and I was able to work with three clients, one international client and two local clients. The international client I got was a student in, what's the name of that university again? I can't remember the university, but I was helping her with articles and essay writings and the likes like that. And she was paying me $50 per article as at then. That was the whole thing was between 2019 and 2020. All this first paragraph of experience. Now, after that, I went into data entry again since I knew how to type. And remember, I had no experience working remotely on my own. So when I entered into data entry once again, when I joined data entry once again, got a job with a German client. I remembered vividly. In fact, till date, my money is still stuck on that platform. It's called 24-hour freelancer. My money is still stuck there. I I was underpaid. Yes, I was underpaid and overworked. And if you can research on your own, research it that how much would it cost. Research it on your own that how much would it cost to impute 1,000+ entry for a data entry position. How much would it cost? And I was paid $20, and that project was funny. I worked my ass off. Censored. So I worked myself off all night. I was typing, and it was more like I would research a company, input their data on Excel sheets, and that was it. $20. I was like, hi. Wahala for who no road. Trust me. Wahala for who no road. So, like, I suffer. Like as you say, suffer sweet me those periods. So when I saw that this data entry thing is not really clicking, so I came across a friend. I came across someone on People Per Hour. He hired me to help him get clients that would work with, that would give him a job on resume writing. He will write their resumes for them, and they will pay him. So that was the deal. I was supposed to look for people for him and the likes like that, and he would be paying me £5 per person. And I felt good that yes, £5, it makes sense. So he introduced me to two other platforms. I joined the platforms, and one of the platforms is called Back. Back is a platform for UK freelancers. So when I saw Back, I was like, okay. He gave me access. He showed me how I can navigate my way and enter into the platform, because non-Nigerians should be able to have access to it, right? So I got into it, and I saw a whole lot of people looking for looking for web designers, web developers, and the money that they were hitting, that they were putting out to pay those people were high. And I was like, really? So this is where money is. This is where money is. Wow. They will pay me $2,000 to do a web design. Really? And I am still doing data entry of $20. Am I okay? So I ran into it. I did not remember my structure or remember the kind of person I was coming into remote work. I am the kind of person that does not have the experience, but we run into it. So that was what I was always doing. And so when I jumped into that space, I spoke to some people. They didn't really answer me, so I felt, let me go to Facebook and market myself as a web designer. Now the reason why I was doing, oh sorry, someone is trying to come in. Okay. The reason why I was doing all of this was because I usually have a backup plan. The backup plan is that I have someone that does that services. So because I have someone that is a web designer, I can easily go and sell myself that, oh, I'm a web designer, come and patronize me. And when they give me the job, I will go and meet the person and tell him, okay, let's renegotiate. They want to pay me $2,000 for this job. How much will it cost you to do a perfect job? He tells me, oh, it will cost him about $500 to do a perfect job. I say, good, makes sense. So the remaining 1,500, what are we going to do? We'll celebrate grace. All right. So you can type on the chat, on the live chat, celebrate grace. Unless if you don't want to be celebrated, celebrate grace. So I was always, that was how I was just moving around. Then I looked at it and like, it just dawned on me one day that, what if this my backup plans? Maybe one day, God forbid, the person that I am banking on to design a website for me all of a sudden dies, or is indisposed, or cannot attend to me. How do I go about these services? So I reached out to a friend, and he charged me 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira. Remember guys, I wasn't working on site. Every of my day-to-day activities has always been remote. I was good at getting a quick job to do. Meanwhile, even while I was pushing hard for others, I did not leave my middleman graphic designer. I did not leave my content writing. I did not leave data entry too. If I see a gig around it, I chase after it. So that kept me going. And when I got into the training on web designs and web development, I stopped at web development because it was getting into something that I had interest in but didn't have the calmness to settle in for. So I told him, look, after I design a website, I want a situation whereby any person's website I design, I'll be able to help the person rank very well on Google. Say, oh, you will need SEO knowledge. What is SEO? Search engine optimization knowledge. I said, really? Say, yes. Teach me. So he taught me all those. And all these I gathered within my first 2 years working remotely. Now the remaining 1 year and 6 months were very productive for me as a virtual assistant, a recruiter, because as at those period I had already gained knowledge, I had gained experience, I had known how not to undersell myself. And so I was able to get a client in South Africa. In fact, that was my first official client in South Africa. Then I got one in Botswana. In fact, the one in Botswana, I'm still working with her currently. The one in Switzerland, I'm working with her as well currently. The one in the United States, I terminated the appointment last year. So, and I guess, whew, so I guess I can say I've made the mistakes you shouldn't make. Yeah, I have. I would say it, or let me just say, I have made the mistakes that you shouldn't make as you begin your journey into working remotely. All right. So that's reason why you should listen to what I have to say today. So now, what does working remotely mean? Simply put, working remotely means doing business or a job online. It's as simple as that. A lot of times we are on our social media platforms. You see a lot of stuff going on. You watch. You can spend 6 hours working on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook videos, and you don't know time has gone. Meanwhile, people are cashing out. Kai, I wish I can really express. I can like pour out everything and show you how people are cashing out from this stuff. You know, oh, they are making money. Yes, they are making money. Facebook is giving them money. YouTube is giving them money. TikTok, my dear, it is not those places that are giving them money. Oh. If you know, you know. So, anyways, working remotely dates back before the 2020 pandemic. See, the COVID-19 period just escalated working remotely. That's just the truth. Many visionaries have taken the consideration of working without moving to their place of work long before the COVID-19 period. All right. So any job business organization can run remotely online, and there are some cases where some companies would want you to work hybrid as well. Hybrid is working online and as well as in person. Yeah, that's on site. So these the differences. Working remotely is you are at the comfort of your home, and not just at the comfort of your home, you can work from anywhere. All right, you can work from anywhere. That's working remotely. Working hybrid, you can choose that, okay, in a week, the company decides it actually, in a week you would appear in the office twice or three times or once in a week. That's working hybrid. Then working on site means you leave your house in the morning like a Lagosian, like the Lagos people do, and as early as 5 a.m. or as early as, yes, 5 a.m. You get to your workplace as early as 8 a.m. You leave your office as late as 5 p.m. and you get to your house as early as 8 p.m. and the routine goes on. That's working on site. There are some people that their routine is much more flexible than that. We're not getting into that. So I would like you to send a live chat. Which of these models would you like to work on? Would you like to work remotely? Would you like to work hybrid, or would you like to work on site? Either ways, you are in this training to learn. So let me see you on the live chat. What model would you prefer? Working remotely or working um, as an hybrid? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Remotely. See, I will tell you, remotely is life. Remotely is bay. Remotely is sweet. All right, we'll get into that as we proceed. So, working remotely are under these three undefined categories. I categorized them, and the reason why I categorized them is based on the experience that I have had from every of these platforms. Number one is working for an employer or companies. Now, there are some Nigerian companies that are willing to work with you remotely, so you can be in your house and be working with a Nigerian company, and it's depending on the services you are rendering, by the way. And that's number one. You can also work as a freelancer. You are not tied down to any company. You are not tied down to any company. You are only working for yourself. Then the last one is you're running your own business. Now, you running your own business can vary from around, maybe you set up an online shop or you set up your fashion designing. Yes, I have some people that I am helping them manage their, let me say, as a business consultant for their, what's it called, for their businesses, and most of them are fashion design people. Anyways, so let's proceed. Basically, you can do this by working from home or while on transit, and you have a lot of people that work while they travel. We call them digital nomads. It's another interesting part of working remotely. Yeah. So remote is that you are doing it online. That is what makes it remote. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, type yes, it makes sense. Yes, it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. Yes, it makes sense. So yes, this is where we'll be addressing our mistakes. This is where we'll be talking to ourselves as brothers and sisters. Yeah? We'll be talking to ourselves as people that we feel our pains. So yes, the first thing that you should understand is job search or job hunting is a lot of work. Job hunting, in fact, hunting for jobs is a work, is a job on its own. And but for some people it's frustrating. See, I have been in this category of the frustrated ones where I wake up every morning to a rejection letter. If you have received a rejection letter before, shout oh yeah, shout amen. Okay, let's not do amen. If you've received if you've received a rejection letter, let me say if you've received like 10 rejection letters in a week before, or 5 rejection letters in a week before, say God forbid rejection again. I will never receive rejections again. Just type it. I will never receive rejection again. I will never receive rejections again. All right. I can't see it. I will never receive rejections again. Okay, so there was a time that every day I wake up, I am anticipating. Anytime I wake up and I check my email, I am already anticipating it that a rejection letter is going to come up. In fact, I had memorized the content of the rejection letter. I have memorized it so well that when I open my email and I see thank you for indicating your interest in our company. If you relate, say I relate. But unfortunately, we have decided to move with another candidate. If you relate, say I relate. Yeah, I received it quite a lot. Currently, my emails are about 20 something thousand emails, and I can tell you that about 60 to 70% of them, my main email, about 60 to 70% of them were this: thank you for indicating your interest. Now, this is where it gets frustrating, and this is the reason why it gets frustrating. We keep making, there are 3 mistakes I can point out to. There are many we make, but I want to point out to 3 mistakes. And we are going to choose our categories and place where we fall in. But before we go that, I would like to really understand my audience. Yes, I would like to understand my audience. If you're a new graduate, just type I'm a new graduate. If you're a core member currently serving, tell me you're a core member. If you're working, tell me you're working. Or if you are searching for jobs, just tell me yes, you're you are in the process. Okay, a new graduate. Yes, as a new graduate. All right, in the process. Okay, we are in the process. Okay, good. What else again? Okay, new graduate working. Hello, well done, ma. Okay, so these are one of three or all of the mistakes we make. Number one, now okay, yes, these mistakes gets us overwhelmed, and giving up becomes easy, especially when you receive these tons of rejection emails. And most of the time these emails come after when you have already thought of, you have envisioned yourself in that job position. Take for example, you see a job position around let me say um, around account, um, maybe junior account manager. You have envisioned yourself in that role. In fact, not even those ones are big. Class teacher, let's say mathematics class teacher. I've seen a lot of rejections from chemistry. I am very good with chemistry. Okay, I used to be. Okay, I'm still very good with chemistry. Though I am as good as I was, just giving sending my resume to them, they will send it back to me that we are sorry. So, and you would have envisioned yourself in that position, you would have seen yourself collecting that salary as though you have started working, only for them to tell you, thank you for indicating your interest, but we are sorry, unfortunately. Now, mistake number one is that we apply to any and every job roles. Hey, if you are in this particular category, say my mistake one, just let's start counting. If you are in this category, say my mistake one. If you are not in this category, just say thank God. Oh, let's just type that. We want to make this as interactive as and as quick as possible. Okay. Okay, who is there doing? Okay, I can't see this. I can't see this. I can't see this. I can't see this. Okay. All right. So mistake number one is applying to any and every job role. You have to be strategic with how you apply to jobs. You have to be strategic. Now, not having a choice can bring you to being a slave of the job hunt. That's just the truth. This is my particular quote. Nobody should quote me. In fact, I should even put my name there. Now, not having a choice when you are hunting for jobs, not having a choice, that's where we say beggar, your beggar have choice. Yes, my beggar has a choice. My wealthy person has a choice. And my choice is I would not just go for any job and every job that is thrown here and there. I would choose the jobs that I want to apply to. Or else, you are applying to this, 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 and at the end of the day, if one of them by chance responds to you, you will now ask, oh, which job position is that? Sorry, one person did that to me, and when I was as a recruiter, one person did that stuff to me. Okay, whose mic is on, please? You can turn off your mic. Thank you. You can turn off your mic, please. Thank you. So, someone did that to me when I was working as a recruiter, and I reached out to him that, oh hey, you applied for a particular, this is so person from so company, you applied for this role, and he was asking me, hey, who wants that noise? And he was asking me, which company please, which job offer please. As a gentle person that I am, I refused to listen or to respond to that message. Reasons best known to me. All right. Number two, following the wrong job protocol. Following the wrong job protocol. A lot of times we feel as a chemistry teacher, for example, or as a chemistry student, for example, all you have to go around is um, chemistry teaching, anything related to chemistry. If it is not chemistry, it is nothing else. And aside from that, there's this job protocol whereby, if in fact, it dates back to how your resume appears, how your CV appears, how you write your copy letter, I mean your cover letter. It dates back to how you present yourself. You see, gone are those days when you are writing an application, you do dear sir or ma. Ha! If you have done it before or you still used to do it, let us see you. Just type it. My mistake, oh, dear sir or ma, I am hereby writing to apply for this. Gone are those days, my dear. And one of the things I would like to also chip in this part is that self-discovery is paramount. The journey of self-discovery begins with understanding that you are unique. All right, there is a way, there is a generalized approach to job hunting, but there is a specialized approach that only sticks to you. I know of someone that every of the jobs that she has gotten, they were on Twitter. Yes, Twitter, where everybody is catching cruise. She has only gotten all of her jobs. Now, when I'm not just talking about gigs. I'm not talking about contracts. I mean real time employment. The one that she's on currently, she's working as a UI UX designer with a company in Lagos, in Lekki here, in Lekki over there, and she has a they gave her a private vehicle and the whole benefit that comes along with all those stuff. Now, I would have told her that as someone that might not have sense, I would have just told her, go to LinkedIn. No, it's only on LinkedIn that they used to get jobs. Oh, go to Jobberman. No, go to Indeed. That's where they used to offer jobs. Oh, or start to walk up and down. Submit your resume from one company to another. That is how you will get job. Oh, not knowing that our own could be specifically, every one of us here is unique. I would have loved to see our beautiful faces just for us to understand my point, but then there are some people's pictures that are here and they don't look alike. Everybody is uniquely different, and so our approach should stick uniquely to us. All right. That being said, mistake number 3: understanding the job posting and their limitations. Yeah, and I'm still going to talk about this one a little bit more. Now, people don't understand a job posting. All right, there was this time I saw a job post about um, they looking for a happiness happiness client happiness representative, and I was like, which one is client happiness by? Please, any of you know client happiness? Have you heard of client happiness representative before? If you have, say yes. If you haven't, say which one be that one? Say no. Just type it. If you have, say yes. If you haven't, just say no, you haven't. Customer happiness, like, what concern me with your happiness? Is you that want to buy our product. If you are not happy with our product, it's your choice, but there is a role customer. So when I saw it, I was like, abba, how do I go and make a customer happy to continue to work with us, really? But now I'm looking for a virtual assistant role and I come across something like that. I'll be like, shebi is remote job. It's remote job. I'm ashamed on it. My dear, we are going to fumble a whole lot. And we don't want to do that, all right? So you need to really understand the job posting and their limitations. Now, sometimes even when you see a remote job, they will tag it remote job. They will tell you remote. They'll put an hyphen. They'll put a location. They can put maybe US. They can put maybe Canada or the likes like that. You that you are in Nigeria, you have just seen it that it is remote. Let me apply to it. It is not for you. What is for you is that when you see remote and you see worldwide, you scroll down, you did not see any indication of any specified country, or you see remote first company, you understand fully that, or remote anywhere, you understand fully that these companies are hiring from anywhere in the world, in as much as you have a strong connection, you have a good laptop, and you have a peaceful, quiet environment to work. Yeah. Now, much more than this, people tend to display their weaknesses much more than they display their strength. Yes, it's part of the mistakes that people tend to make in the bid to not understanding the job roles or the job positions. You tend to now categorize much more on your weaknesses. Oh, I am quick to learn. I am a fast learner. It's not as though it's bad, but let me tell you the truth. When a company or a client is looking for an employee that has to work independently, he is not looking for someone that wants to learn on the job. All right, he's looking for someone that knows what he is doing, and so he is ready to pay that much for those kind of talent. All right, now this is like a map. I call this David's discovery map, or David's track to getting the remote job. And I'll start with number one. What can you do? Self discovery. Like I would like us to communicate here, please. What can you do? Just type it in the comment section. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Just type. What can you do? I can talk. I'm a public speaker. I am very organized. I know how to create designs. What can you do? What can you do now? If you haven't discovered that yet, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, I'm an executive assistant. Okay, that is good. Um, where else again? It is fine if you don't know what you can do yet. All right. Now, when you have discovered what you can do, the next thing, please give me 2 seconds. Just a second, please. Yes, sorry about that. Okay, so okay, what can you do? Now it's going to be much more easier if you can really focus on your strength, what you do best. Channel your knowledge, your resources on what you do best, and use it to get results. All right. The second process is, now that you have seen what you can do, as now, don't be like David. Don't be like David, that he has a passion for writing, but he did not take out time to learn the process, or to learn how to be a good content writer, and just jumped into anything he saw, and it took him a longer period of time before he could really gain the experience of a content writer. Yeah. So don't be like David. Learn. Now this is where the skill gap comes into space. The skill gap plan is, now that I know that I am a writer, or now that I know that I'm an executive assistant, what can I do? Am I good enough? If I am good enough, is there any skills that I need to learn? Anything, any tools I need to know how to use properly? If I have gotten all of that figured out, I need to create my portfolio. A portfolio is simply a folder where a folder of every skills or every services that you have rendered in time past. Now it can be services that you've rendered for yourself while doing an example or something, but create your portfolio. Now when you create your portfolio, the next thing you go on to is brand yourself. Brand yourself. I call myself exclusive VA. When I started exclusive VA David, then I started the virtual assistant stuff. Exclusive VA, exclusive VA. Hey, I'm exclusive. So some can call themselves I'm phenomenal. I am outstanding. I am multi-versatile, and the likes like that. So you brand yourself. Now, much more than giving yourselves nicknames, all right, it's good that you position yourself well. Let me put it like this: you position yourself well. How many of us are on social media platforms? I believe everyone. Okay, from the um, from the database we have, I believe every one of us are on social media platform. But just for the asking sake, if you're on social media platforms, say I am on social media platforms. If you are not on social media platforms, say I am not. When I mean social media platforms, I mean Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn as well. So if you are on all these four platforms, ask yourself these questions: my professional picture or my profile picture, is it the same on all of these platforms? Number one. Number two, that I'm showing you how to brand yourself. Is it the same on all of these platforms? That's number one. Number two, my name, my about, what I am all about, is it the same on all of these platforms? If the answer is no, my dear brothers and sisters, you have not branded yourself well. And so any client can come around and see you, this person doesn't know what he's doing here, this person is still joking. All right. Now, once that is done, you want to create your strategy. Like I said, everyone is uniquely different. Everyone is uniquely different. There are some people that I see on Twitter, on Instagram, and the likes, and they have been able to amass a lot of followers. And so the next thing they put on their biography or on their about is DM for promotionals. DM me to get promotionals or to advertise your product and stuff. Now, they were strategic enough to know what they want to do. They branded themselves into it. Then they created a strategy around how to bring themselves online visibly. Now, once these five processes: self-discovery, skill gap plan, creating of portfolios, branding yourself, creating your strategy that works. Once you have put every of these five things in place, it will be easy for you to land your dream jobs in two ways. Number one, when you apply this, they check back on your profile. Every client, every recruiter, I am saying this based on what I have done as experience. Every recruiter will always, always go back to check. When you apply for a job and you send your resume, your LinkedIn profile is there, your phone number is there, your email is there. If your LinkedIn is not there, your email that is there is enough for us to track every place that you have been to. So for people like, let me not go there. I refuse to go there. I refuse to go there. I refuse to go there. Yes, I refuse to go there. Now, I don't know if you have any questions thus far. If you have any questions, you can just type it on the chat box. On the live chat. You can just type your questions while we proceed. Now, why become a virtual assistant? Or let me just start with, who is a virtual assistant? Yes. Who is a virtual assistant? Now, this is what we do. In virtual earners groups company, we focus on training and recruiting, especially virtual assistants. Now, the reason being that we have come to discover that the demand for virtual assistants has been increasing on a regular basis. It has been increasing on a regular base. All right. Excuse me for a minute. I want to just do something. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, it's fine. Yeah. Sorry, I'm back again. So, the demand for virtual assistant has been high enough. Now, who are virtual assistants? These are self-employed professionals or workers for a company, or a contract self-employed professional who provides administrative, number one, technical or creative assistance to clients remotely using digital technologies. All right. Now they offer support with tasks such as scheduling appointments, managing emails, conducting research, managing social media accounts, handling customers' inquiries, amongst others. Now, there are other technical aspects to being a virtual assistant, which would include being a web developer, an assistant web developer, an assistant account manager, and the likes like that. All right. Now, a virtual assistant can work for individuals, small business owners, or large corporations, and are typically hired most of the time. Excuse me, most of the time virtual assistants are hired one on a contract basis or on a project base. So for example, I have a company that they need a virtual assistant to work with them for the space of 6 months, and after 6 months, if they see this person is good enough for them, they can still continue working with that person. If not, after 6 months they are done. All right, that's on contract basis. Then on project basis, i want to do I want to do an outreach, a foundation, a food outreach, for example, to motherless baby home, and I need as much people as I want. And so I reach out to people, oh, be my virtual assistant on this project based task. All right. Now, why should you become a virtual assistant? Oh, I wanted to ask, why should you become a virtual assistant? Permit me to mention names because I would love to be very interactive. Mr. Femi, why should you become a virtual assistant? You can mute your mic and talk. Why should you become a virtual assistant? Or why do you think you should become a virtual assistant? Victoria as well, get ready. Bukola, get ready. Taiwo, get ready as well. Moyo, get ready. Kenke, get ready. Why should you become a virtual assistant? Mr. Femi, the floor is yours. Are you there? All right, Victoria, why should you become a virtual assistant? Wow. Am I just speaking to myself all this while? Taiwo, why should
We
you?
can hear you, sir.
Yeah. I know they can hear me. I'm asking the question. Okay, Taiwo, why should you become a virtual assistant, or why should why should you become a virtual assistant? Taiwo. Okay, good. You can type it. The reasons why you want to become a virtual assistant. All right. Okay, so becoming a virtual assistant can offer you a flexible work arrangement. Yes, you have the ability to work remotely, the opportunity to use various skills, experience in a professional setting. Additionally, it can be a cost effective solution for businesses in need of administrative support without expense of a full-time employee. So many companies, at least the ones that I have been able to reach out to, many of them prefer working with people remotely rather than getting rather than working with a client, rather than employing a full-time employee that would come to the office, and you get to spend a lot on running the office. It takes a whole lot of money to run an office, right? Now, let me move quickly how to become a virtual assistant. Number one, like I said earlier, in self-discovery, determine your skill and experience. Consider your existing skills, now education and work experience, to determine what type of task you are well suited to offer as a virtual assistant. So for someone that says um, for the person that says that she is proactive, yes, you can use that as it means to be someone's um, it means to be someone's reminder. You are prompt. You can easily prompt them to do a particular thing. You can prompt them to do a task. So yes, you can be a virtual assistant prompting people on what they ought to do. I'm very sure that you should know that um, there are people that get paid for listening. There are people that get paid for listening to someone's talks. All right. So if you are a good listener, it's a way for you to also become a virtual assistant. Yeah. Number two is build a portfolio. Build a portfolio. It cannot be overemphasized. Build a portfolio. You can either create it using a website or an online portfolio that showcases your skills, your experience, and your qualifications. That's number two. Number three is network and market yourself. Kai, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people don't get jobs, will not get jobs, and cannot get jobs. It is not a cause. Yes, it is not a cause. The main reason is because they have not been able to network with the right people and market themselves to the right people. All right. I remembered a particular training that I was in, and they asked us that we should connect on LinkedIn, connect with a lot of people, connect with a lot of people. From my own knowledge and experience of how to network, I have always known that networking, it is not an insult. Please don't take it as an insult. Please don't take it as an insult. But it is not polite or proper, or let me say, it will not do you good if everybody on your connection list on LinkedIn, if everybody are fellow job hunters like yourself, people that are looking for jobs, if all of them on your connection list are people that are looking for jobs, my dear brother and sister, it is not profitable. It is not profitable. On my so I was quite strategic with the way I network and market myself. I have on my own connections, I have about 500 plus people, and I can say 400, let me say 350, a high percentage of 350 people plus are recruiters. And the reason is because I want to be able to tell them what I do. I want to be able to gain knowledge and insights from them. I want to be able to get them to recruit me or recruit from me. I want to be able to market myself well. So you can always utilize social media platforms and professional networking platforms, even job boards, to market your services and find clients. Number four is, I hope we are getting value so far. If you have been getting value so far, type I have been getting value so far. And if you have not been getting value, we can close the meeting and everybody would go and sleep. Yes. If you have been getting value, just type I have been getting value. Okay, great. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, good, good. Good. So number four is you create a pricing structure. Now this is what it means. Decide your rates and pricing structure for your services. Now this part is very funny because when I, like I told you earlier on my in my early times as a freelancer, I didn't know jack about pricing, so I was easily underselling myself. Yes. In fact, looking back at those times, I remember that there were jobs that, now this is the trick. Let me leave this. Let me leave this slide and come and look at every one of us. This is the trick. Normally, it is when I want to get serious with matters. That's when I put my two hands like this. This is the trick. Every of those jobs that you see online, if they place that the job offer for this position is $20 and the person that is posting the job is a middleman, believe you me under God, I am confident about what I'm saying, believe you me under God, that the actual amount for that position is not $20 per hour. It can be as high as $40 to $50 per hour. And so when you now want to apply for those kind of jobs, all in the name of I want to, at least all job na job, I want to get one, I shall want to get one. As an entry level, you may do that, but all job na job, let me tell them that I can collect $5. Don't be like all those Philippines. Hey, I'm sorry, Philippines will hear this message very soon, but don't be like any country that decides to undersell themselves. Please, unless of course you are not sure of your value, unless of course you are not sure of the value you offer. All right, but if you're certain of the value you offer, people respect standards. Oh, I'm saying it, they respect quality, they respect results much more than the price. Trust me, they respect results. If you can deliver the results, wow, they are much more obliged to pay much more. All right, now that being said, let's proceed. So okay, let me still hit a little bit on that. Now I saw it on Fiverr. I move on Fiverr quite a lot. As a buyer, then on Upwork, I use Upwork more lately. I've been using it more as a client rather than a freelancer, and I see people's pricing and I laugh in tongues. Reason being that you are offering a job, you are offering a service, you are an entry level, and you want to be charging me $50 per hour, $100 per hour. Do you want to build house tomorrow? I don't understand. Like, why? As an entry level, you're not even a mid level, you're not a professional yet, and you are charging that high. You are chasing customers away. Oh. As much as you don't want to undersell yourself, see, it is wisdom that you put the right price to your experience level. Very important you do that. All right, so the next one, communicate with clients. Yes, be clear and professional in your communication with clients. Establish expectations and processes for the task. Ensure timely and quality delivery of work. Yeah, when you communicate with clients well, there was one particular client that if that client come with $1,000, I will never work with that client. You people will say if that client comes with $1,000, I will not, I repeat, I will not work with that client. Reason is this. The client tells you, oh, I want you to help me do this. As you are responding, okay, how do you want us to go about it? He will ghost off for the next 2 weeks, never to respond until when he now comes to meet you and tell you, oh, how about what I told you to do? What did you tell me to do? Really? The guy was always like that, and so I knew at an instant that when I finish this guy's task, when it is time for this guy to pay me, he will ghost himself for eternity. So you don't want to work with those kind of clients that do not communicate. All right, stay organized. It's very important you stay organized. Use tools. Oh, okay. Please, can this person try again? There's someone that is stating that I haven't allowed her in. I don't know, maybe the person can try again. While I proceed. Okay, so stay organized. use tools such as project management softwares, time tracking apps to manage your workload and stay organized. Now, this is the last part that is very important, and it is one of the things that we pride ourselves in virtual earners. Continuously improve, continuously improve from time to time. There was a time that if you want to tell somebody that you are a computer literate, they will ask you, okay, are you good with Microsoft Word? You say yes. Are you good with Microsoft Excel? Can you type? You say yes. As a graphic designer, can you use Corel Draw? You say yes. My dear brothers and my dear sisters, I'm here to shock you guys that gone are those days. Now when they are telling you about, okay, are you a computer literate, I will not lie to you, Python have entered it to Python, um, Python programming, um, Python language has entered, JavaScript has entered, CSS has entered. It is at those levels that they will now be like, okay, yes, you are a computer literate. You see people like us that we are still doing Google Docs, we are doing Google Sheets, we are doing some things around Google Workspace, we are using some minor tools. They will be like, you're still trying, you're still coming up, all right. But when you are using SQL, you are using Tableau, you are using some data analytic tools, then they will tell you, oh, you are a computer literate, right? So continuously improve yourself, all right. Continuously improve yourself. Now, before I come on the most important part of this webinar, why I call it the most important part is this. There is no how we meet ourselves, there's no how we come in contact with ourselves that after we've added value, we don't, as virtual learners, we don't extend the arm of bringing you through the process. We always want to walk with you along your journey, especially your remote journeys. Now, we've had several trained talents, professionals that had worked with us and had gotten results. Some have landed jobs on Upwork. We extensively trained on various things. We train on various things, and the important part of it is for you to land yourself your dream remote job that pays you well, and most importantly, you have your time freedom to yourself. Once I'm done with this webinar, I would resume my own job around 9 p.m. and thereabout, and it's just for 3 hours. That's because I'm working with them over at Sweden. So basically, is we want to always be there to walk you through with your challenges, with your questions, and also when you are improving, we want to be there to improve with you. All right. Now, that being said, we want to invite you to our program. We want to invite you to our community. Now, before we talk about this special offer, I want you to ask yourself these questions. All right. Question number one: how much are you willing to spend for your financial status to change? Yeah. How much are you willing to spend? Are you willing to spend? Okay, for some that use iPhone, I think iPhone 6 is now 30,000 naira. I think. Am I correct? I don't know. Second hand iPhone 6 is about 35,000. iPhone 7 should be around 45. iPhone 14 is close to a million, I think. iPhone 14X, I think, is close to a million. Now, how much are you willing to spend for your financial status to change? Number one question. Number two question is, what would happen if you don't do anything about this opportunity? You don't do anything about this opportunity. Even this webinar, you just look at it as one of those times where, oh, I've seen what I can make use of, and okay, let me just continue what I'm doing, and for the next 3 6 12 months later, things remain the way they are, number one, or things remain the way they are. Now remember something, that nothing remains constant. Nothing remains constant. Nothing remains constant. If you buy a new singlet today, it does not remain new forever. It either depreciates because no value is being added to it, or it appreciates because of added value. Now bear this in mind, if i if I have a particular knowledge, I say this a lot of times, and that has always been my watchword: knowledge is not power. Yes, knowledge is not power. That I know something does not make me powerful. It is me knowing how to apply it. It is the application of that knowledge that makes me powerful. So I know how to design. I have read about it. I have seen videos about it. um I have seen, who is this, depart I have seen videos about graphic designs, but I have not done anything about it. I cannot go out and tell people that I know how to do graphic designs. If I tell them I know how to do it, and they give me a live test and they say, okay, yes, you know how to do graphic designs, okay, do a live test, design on the spot, I will fumble. And that doesn't make me powerful. It just makes me embarrass my ancestors. Yeah. So that being said, with the answers to these questions in your mind, in your heart, our special offer comes in place: an opportunity to become a virtual assistant with us, a virtual earner. Now we are offering this one-time opportunity, emphasis on one time. I would explain so you would understand what I'm saying. For you to join our community via our training. Now, this is what you will have access to. Number one, you would have access to a full course training on services. Sorry, let me just bullet this. I thought I did, skipped my mind. Okay, you would have access to our full course trainings on services such as virtual assistant, lead generation specialist, appointment setting, email marketing, social media management, copy, content writing, and etc. All in our Trello workspace. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that from time to time, our Trello workspace would be updated with new services that you can easily gain access to once you join our training. Now, the current value of every resources that is on that Trello workspace currently stands at $2,538.99. How did we come about this value? I'll tell you. Oh, okay. How did we come about this value? I would tell you. Many of these trainings were gotten from trainings that were paid for. Number one, trainings that were paid for to learn. Like, you will have people go and learn these stuff at a high price, as high as $500, as high as $1,000, as high as $100 training. Yes, I have a particular one that I would be going into very soon, and that one costs 200,000 naira. That one costs about 200,000 naira. Now, once the knowledge is gained and everything, it is still coming into our Trello workspace. So we would be developing our Trello workspace from time to time, and so the value still continues to increase. That's number one. Number two is that you have access to our available job offers from clients. Currently, we have two clients that are willing to take on lead generation specialists and sales representatives, and they are willing to take. Now these offers are beautiful offers. When I mean beautiful offers, we have these beautiful offers on ground, and we still have more that are coming in. I'm telling you this not so that you get excited and say, oh, let me join, let me join. I'm telling you this so that you understand the reason why it is a one time opportunity. All right. Number three is that you would have access to materials, resources, tools aimed at increasing your productivity. Now, there are some tools and softwares that can enable us to accomplish a task pretty faster. We have access to them, and so because we have access to them, we have them at our disposal, and when you join our community you also have access to them. That's number three. And number four, you have access to our annual boot camp slash vacation aimed at helping us scale up your services. Now, this is the end point to the annual boot camp and vacation thing, is that during the course of our boot camps we want to invite our foreign specialists, we want to invite our foreign clients to be able to come around and train us with, like, help us grow better, train us with our necessary tools, our necessary skills, things that are coming up. I would say this, in as much as we are on the internet, I'll tell you that there are some softwares that come out a month ago or 2 months ago, and before it reaches Nigeria, they've made a whole lot of money from it before it gets to us, and we will just get there to be eating what I call it leftovers. So you would gain access to our annual boot camp meetings. Now, all of this should be priced at this $4,211.99. Now, this is the truth about it. All right, this is the truth about it. From every of the materials every of the things that I have discussed earlier, if we are to price them, if we are to bring them to a total, this is what it costs. And the truth is that I will not even tell you, I will not beg you to purchase a course at this rate, knowing fully well that you are just starting. Anybody that is just starting and has this kind of amount, the person is odogu. The person is not just starting, the person is odogu. All right. Now, the training itself, it costs 50,000 naira, and that's about $108.58. And the reason why we are putting this in a dollar equivalent is because we have foreign talents as well. We have foreign trainees, we have foreign people that we've trained as well, and joining this webinar now puts you at an advantage. Yeah, it puts you at an advantage, as me, myself, and I want to give the first 15 people. Now, there are some people that are not opportune to join the training, so let me just put it out. The recording for this training is going on and would be made available to you at the end of this day or tomorrow. The access to the training will be made available. Now, we'll be sending it to everybody that did not have the chance to join. So it will be made, I will be giving the first 15 people that pays within the 72-hour window the sum of 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira you can use it to buy. I'm currently lodged in an hotel, and it's costing just how much? 10,000. It's not much for a night. Just 10,000 for a night is not much. And 20,000 you can buy. What can you buy? You can buy. Please, what can you buy with 20,000? Yes, what can you buy with 20,000? Let me just ask. What can you buy with 20,000? Anybody? 1, 2, 3. I can buy rabbit with 20,000 naira. Oh, slippers and
You can buy
shawarma.
data, sir.
Sorry?
Data, we can buy data.
Ah, I can buy data. Oh, yes. Yes, that's true. My monthly data costs 30,000. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes, you can buy data with 20,000. Now, after this 72 hours window, it would go up by $10. That's by 5,000 naira. And the reason is this. The reason why we're even putting this price, uh, the reason why we are putting this price is this. As much as we want to help people, we are scared of two things. Number one, we are scared of we giving unserious people to our clients. Number two, we are scared of putting our company's reputation at stake. So anybody that is willing to pay this, we are not forcing anybody. So anybody that is willing to pay this is ready to move on the journey with us. And the person is ready to take the bull by the horn and get started with us immediately. Alright? Now, beyond, I forgot to mention, there are also other bonuses on the Trello workspace. Of course, when you get on the Trello workspace, you will see it. I tagged it bonuses, so it will be there. After the 72-hour window, it goes back, it goes up to 25,000 naira. And in subsequent times, when I mean subsequent times, next month, it goes back to the original price of 50,000 naira. The reason why we are doing it at 20,000 naira is so that you'll be able to have extra money to do. Valentine is coming, where is your boyfriend, and the likes like that. So like I mentioned earlier, it's a one-time opportunity. It's a one-time opportunity. Now, my final gift for us today, I don't know, was there any question on the live chat? No. Okay. So my final gift for us today. Now, if you don't want to proceed with us on the journey, it's your choice, it's your decision. We are not pressuring you into it, and we would wish you the very best and the very good luck on that. And since you would want to go on that path, I'm still going to provide my special gift for you as well. However, if you want to join us on that journey that makes it easy to have someone to work with on that process, you are welcome on board. So you would make your payment to you would reach out to any of the admins, and they will provide the payment method to which you should make the payment. Alright, so this is my last gift to every one of us, the list of remote job websites that you can search for jobs on any of those websites. Flex.com, on flex.com you would be asked to pay per month for you to gain access to quality job opportunities. That if you have the right resume, you have the right cover letter, and you apply to those job opportunities, if you're a good fit, if you follow the process that I will be teaching during the training, you would easily get accepted to any of those job roles. Now, Upwork as well, we have a training on Upwork, we have a training on Fiverr, and the likes like that. So Upwork, by the way, is a freelancing platform. Okay, Upwork, by the way, is a freelancing platform. So this list of job websites are available to you, and at the end of the training I will be sending it to the WhatsApp group. I'll be sending it to the WhatsApp group as my personal gift to you. Alright, so with that being said, I would like to say thank you very much, and don't forget, you have 72-hour window opportunity to make the payment of 20,000 naira cheap. See, honestly, I'm telling you this, when you get on the Trello channel, I'm not persuading, I'm not luring anybody, but if you get to the Trello channel and you see what is there to learn, you would get angry at the 20,000 naira offer. But the truth is that it's just to make it available for everybody. Alright, so It's a 72-hour window between now and today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You have the 72-hour window. By Sunday, it goes up by 5,000 and subsequently into the original price. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate having everyone on board here. Would there be any questions, concerns? Speak now. Any questions? Okay. In the absence of no questions, somebody says she can buy car with Jesus. You can buy car with 20,000. Let us talk. Oh, Anna, don't you feel we should talk to this person that can buy car with 20,000?
We should start talking. No, be like saying a cash or pass now.
Okay. So
I go buy and pack for house, sha.
so without wasting much of our time, thank you very much for turning up for this webinar, and I hope you've gained value. If you've gained value, just a quick chat, just a quick live chat. I gained value. Thank you so much. That's just the little thing that you'll just type. I gained value. Thank you so much. And yes, what would you be doing with the value? You can also state it as well. That I will be moving with the value. I'll be joining the community with this value. Just let me know on the chat box. Thank you so much. I gained value. Thank you so much. I gained value. Yes, thank you very so much. I gained value. Yes. Okay. All right. So with that being said, thank you very much. Yes, I gained value. Thank you. I gained value. Thank you so much for joining us as well. So I'll look forward to having you on board. I look forward to having you in the community. I look forward to helping you walk through your remote journey process. So thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.